See if we can get this to work a little better. Hello? All right, I need to share this first. Copy. All right. All right. Hello. I need to see if I can adjust this webcam some. Okay. I'm going to shut the door. How are y'all? Cinnamon brew. Okay. So it's Monday evening, and I have been super busy trying to get some videos done for y'all and for Patreon and for my other YouTube channel. I have a video sitting in the queue ready for me to edit for the other channel. Hopefully I'll get it up tomorrow because of the holidays. And I know that some people might already be out of town. So how is everybody doing? Can you hear me okay? Let's see if I can share this. Share right here. I'm live. And then I'll share it on Twitter. And that way, I think that should cover everything. Tweet. Paste. All right. Woohoo! Okay, I think that covers everything. Yep. Okay. And I'm back. Okay, good. My computer's making this noise. Yeah. Pain in the butt. So I wanted to make sure that the microphone's pointed my way. Here's the little, you can see it actually. But I wanted to make sure because the fan's running that you didn't hear that. It's because I have, of course, more than one thing open. As is the per usual. I am getting out all of the things that I'm going to be using for next year. I've been kind of debating on a few things. Hello, Susan. So I have 3 of you in here. I don't know who else is in here. Somebody else is in here. Say hello. Let me know you're here. Kat's here. Hello. And so I've been going through figuring out what I'm setting up, the journals that I'm setting up. Hello from Belize. The journals and planners that I'm going to be using for next year, I've been getting them out, and I just started kind of putting birthdays in some of them because a lot of the birthdays I know, and then some of them I'm not quite sure of, so I have to kind of look up on Facebook or call my mom or ask my husband or my daughter. So I wanted to sort of get a little bit of a head start on just that kind of stuff because I am about to do my goals and my word for the year and stuff for next year. And I kind of want to have a good idea of what I'm doing because I feel, I don't know, y'all, it's almost the end of November. For those of you that are Hobonichi Weeks fans, the end of this week, the Hobonichi starts like Monday. If you've got a new 2019, you'll actually be able to start using it Monday. And it's already that time of year. We have 1 week and a half maybe left of, well, a little bit more than that. Almost 2 weeks left before December starts. Where does it go? Hello? Where does it go? I don't know. This month has flown by, and it's NaNoWriMo, and I still am not quite caught up yet, and I still have writing to do. And I could be doing that right now instead of doing the live video, but I've been remiss with videos lately, and I've been trying to at least do one live video so we can chat, and then one other kind of video every week. And that hasn't always happened, but I'm getting better. I'm getting more caught up. So I will eventually get back to a normal schedule for YouTube. But until I get some of this family stuff, the probate court and some of that kind of stuff done, it's just, I've been swamped. So I'm busier than normal because I have to go out of town every time I do that stuff. And then it requires research and filling out paperwork. And I'm doing it all myself for my mom. So but I'm glad that I'm able to do this. I'm really glad that I'm able to help my mom, and I'm really glad that I get to spend that time with my mom. So hopefully we'll have some more people join the chat pretty soon. What are y'all doing for next year? Are you going to have a word for the year? Are you setting up planners? Or have you bought a planner yet? Have you set up your journal yet? I made my journal and I've set it up, and I have one drawing in it so I could break it in. And yeah, I'm back into Omni Journal. I'm using the Hobonichi and the bullet journal system, a kind of a combination, a hybrid of the two. And yeah, I'm feeling really good about my setup so far. With everything. Yeah, my craft table's a wreck. My desk behind me is a wreck. The floor in here is a wreck. Everything is a wreck right now. The only thing that's clean is the living room and the guest room, and our bedroom is almost clean. I just put up a bin of laundry. I need to change the sheets on our bed, and I need a vacuum. So I do the housework stuff in spurts throughout the day. So yeah. And okay, let's see what else. Anybody got? Let me get off the top chat and go to live chat. You'll have a word for the year, but you don't know yet what it'll be. You're using the Franklin Covey for your planning, but you run the pages through your printer to print on your tracker doodles for each day. That's cool. Yeah, you have a ring bound system. Yeah, I wish it would make things easier, but I hate rings. I hate rings. You're looking for an A5 Tomoe River blank paper for art journaling. Any suggestions? I made mine, but I made it in B6. The rest of the ones that I have are Tomoe River paper are from Taroko Design. He has two different sizes. The Breeze is dot grid, and it's about 150 pages. Let's see how many pages it is. I haven't opened this one yet. So let's look in the back of here. It has 183 pages. It is dot grid 68 GSM Tomoe River paper. And then it has a few pages of ink test paper for the Breeze. The Enigma is A5, and it comes in blank, dot grid, and lined, I do believe. I know it comes in blank and dot grid because I have blank and dot grid in the Taroko Design Enigma. He switches them out between white and cream 68 GSM Tomoe River paper. And it is double the size of, this is the Enigma. And I don't know how many pages because it doesn't have, I want to say it's like right at 400 pages is what is in the Enigma. You could also get the, yeah, he has an Etsy shop. It's called Taroko Design, but I will leave the link. Actually, hold on a second and I'll get you the link. Just give me a minute because I can put it in here. I just ordered a bunch a few months ago from him. And if you want 52 GSM, then you can go to Nanami Paper. Okay. There are also some Etsy shops. Paper Penguin Co. I think is one of them that has Tomoe River paper. Okay. You use a traveler's notebook with dot grid inserts. You create a modified bullet journal. I like lists in a separate notebook so I don't have to transfer them. Yes, that's what I'm doing for next year, Susan. That's why I have this set up the way that I have right now. I'm doing a bullet journal, and it's actually in the living room, in the kitchen. It's actually in the kitchen because I have a recipe in it, and I needed the recipe because I was cooking. So in my Hobonichi cover, I have the AVEC, and the AVEC is right here. And then behind the AVEC is an empty breeze. I am using the bullet journal. I'm using a breeze insert right now for November and December. And then it will become probably my morning pages or evening pages, whatever blank paper it has in it, because I want to start a new one for the new year. I wanted to get my thoughts together after reading the bullet journal method. And that really has made a big difference for me. I'm going to do the actual planning in this part. Bullet journaling in the Hobonichi is what I'm going to do. And then this will be collections and goals and notes and things like that. So that's where I'm at with that. And for journaling, use the cousin and the weeks. I have the cousin. I have a weeks, which I wasn't sure I was going to do, but I am now tracking steps, and I'm going to, after the holidays, start logging my food. This is my self-care. This is, yeah. And then I have this, and I have an idea what I'm going to do with this because I want to do some personal journaling, and I want just light, nothing major. I use the Omni Journal for big stuff. I mean, I haven't taken a picture. I need to take a picture. But this goes on social media. So I started this so that it's not so text heavy. This is really image heavy though. But I want to do more stuff like this, just not so much in the way of images. Like a quote, or a little phrase or a little paragraph about the day, but so that I don't have so much of my personal life. You know, I want to have a place for private stuff. And I thought this might be a good way because it's condensed, little tiny pages and a little thing. You're welcome, Kat. Mine from Art Journals. She carries Tomoe River paper, but the journals are about 50 pages that you get. You haven't fallen down the hobo hole yet. You change things too often and you're not willing to pay for something you may not be able to keep up with. I have had a love-hate relationship with the Hobonichi. If you've been following me for a long time, you know that I have. It took me a few years to finally get the hang of it because I was kind of caught in that I have to have a specific purpose. And I thought, well, other people are doing it for this. I should be able to do it for this. But you know what? The truth is that what we need is not always the same as what somebody else needs. And sometimes what we want or like is not actually what we need. And when we force ourselves, or try to, I should say, force ourselves into these little rabbit holes, these little circles, and we need to go in a square, or if there's a square and we're a circle and we're not fitting, sometimes we have to open our mind. That's what creativity is. It's imaginative problem solving. Well, I had to first get my planning system right. There's no planner piece. There's no remote chance of planner piece if you don't have a real true planning system that works. The bullet journal method, the book, has really helped me. I took Ali Brown's planning course and it helped. But to tell you the truth, until I started reading some of what he wrote, and he wrote it in such a, it was like a chat, like somebody was having a conversation with you. That's how his voice sounds in this novel. And I call it a novel because it's not just I mean, it's nonfiction, but I feel like this really helped. I don't even know. Um, okay. Yes, that's well, I have more than one actually. This is my Omni journal, and I've been kind of figuring some things out. I was doing a bit of bullet journaling in it to begin with, but I even drew out my brain dump to figure out what I was doing. I have some ephemera stuff, and then we get to where I actually start drawing. And I was started light, added more day by day. I got a new router. I took a long nap. I got some writing done. And then we get to really image heavy. So what happened when I was thinking about the Hobonichi and the bullet journal is that I realized I need structure and day-to-day structure and a weekly and a monthly structure for my planning. I'm fine with 1 page per day for planning, but I don't like being limited to 1 page per day for art. And this is the journal I made, and this is the one entry. I actually put this on Instagram. I got a new Fitbit, and this is the journal that I made. And I put the washi tape to cover the strings where I did the Copic binding, just in case I decide to put it in a traveler's notebook. It'll protect it, because as you can see, I made it. But I think what happened is for a while, I was really enjoying doing the art with the bullet journaling. And I do, on occasion, still enjoy doing that. But I don't want to do it every single time. If I'm really busy, I just want to be able to plan. And I enjoy doing that. But I would rather spend my time doing my daily art, documenting my life, than decorating bullet journal pages. Not that, like, for this week, I didn't draw the date with little turkey legs and draw a little turkey on there and add some washi tape, because I did. But one little turkey and a few little turkey legs is no big deal. An intro to the month, or drawing a little bit of stuff in the Hobonichi, will be no big deal. But spending all this time decorating bullet journal pages is not where I really want to spend my time. I want to do art, but I don't really want to do the bullet journal stuff. And as I started thinking about the Hobonichi, and this last few months, I have really been flip-flopping back and forth between the Hobonichi and the bullet journal, a hybrid system of the two. I've done a lot of planning, like I did a lot of flip-flopping to figure out what would really work for me. Now let me make sure I haven't missed anything. You're using a Happy Planner, but until you can decide which traveler's notebook to buy, Chic Sparrow or Sojourner. Oh, Kat, that's a hard decision. I finally have a Chic Sparrow. It is, hold on. I will be right back. Give me 1 second. Just grab you a cuppa because this might be kind of long. Grab you a cuppa while I go get my traveler's notebook. Oh, that jacket. I'm a bull at a china shop. Okay, I finally got a Chic Sparrow. This is an A5. And I finally got a folio from Sojourner. They're completely different. And they're completely different sizes. And they're completely different leathers. But I did get them new to me. I did not buy them brand new. You saw one of my older videos yesterday. I answered that question. Thank you. That resonated with me. I keep thinking I have to buy Hobo because everyone does. But you're right. That's not being true to your style. You have to use what works for you. Yes. Everybody's using a Happy Planner or an Erin Condren or the Leuchtturm for bullet journaling. I don't like the Leuchtturm. I like the scribbles that matter, but if I am going to do art, I'm going to do something other than markers. I do watercolor, and I like Tumbleway River paper. Period. Point blank. I would rather write the numbers down myself than to use a Leuchtturm. Now, I like using Leuchtturms for just notes, but I don't like yellow paper. So I am not following the trend. No. I do like the Scribbles That Matter journals, and I use some of the ones that I do have. I have a B6, and I use it a lot for just doing my own little evening pages or whatever. I was bullet journaling in it and doing some art in it, but now I'm just using it for my own journaling, for journaling that's not for social media. Your art really does shine through with the daily documenting. Thank you. Your bullet journal has stickers, but your art is mostly in separate notebooks. You like the Chic Sparrow A5. This, I think somebody did the ink themselves. Oh, really? Okay, we're reporting you. Okay. Oh, this is ridiculous. All right, I'm adding a moderator. Kat, you're a moderator. In my Sojourner, I have the journal that I made myself. Now, I bought this from someone who bought it from someone, so they didn't get it new either. And I think the original person did the ink stain themselves, which I'm cool with. I would love to have this in a red in the B6 or another red or a red in the Weeks or a purple. I want a red and a purple one. B6 and Weeks. And maybe another A5. I love the colors and the dark blue with the ink stain. The very idea, coffee stain and ink stains, hello. As a writer, this is like awesome. Yeah, yes, that exactly, Shannon. Okay, we're okay. Let's do this. Okay, so now I have Shannon and Kat as moderators. Um, okay. um, you know, I expected that stuff when I was in elementary school, middle school, high school, the trolls, the bullies, that kind of stuff. I don't know why somebody would take their time to do that. I mean, if you don't have anything better to do than to be a troll, I think it's ridiculous. Really, I do. I think it's absolutely asinine that people take that much of their time to harass and troll other people who are, you know, I'm not bothering anybody if they don't want to watch my video. They don't have to. I don't know why people do that. But anyway, thanks y'all for hanging in here. I don't get why people do it either. I don't know. Thanks. Thanks. So I think though what we use really depends on us. I mean, to be honest, we could use a little composition notebook or one of those little spiral bound notebooks or a cheap $3 notebook or a little calendar planner from Dollar Tree. And I actually have these, and I'm going to be taking some of this apart because it has expense tracker stuff, and I'm going to be using these or I will be putting them in my traveler's notebook or setting up something very similar to it. But we all have to do what we have, what works for us. And to be honest, I don't know. I'd have a hard time choosing between Sojourner and Chic Sparrow. Yeah, I have quite a few. Um, I have quite a few composition notebooks. There's a whole big stack of them. There's 6 of them right there on the shelf in my cubby in the closet. I use them a lot for morning and evening pages or for whenever I'm trying to sort things out in my head, like a system or a plan or goals or whatever before I actually put it in my notebook where I'm just messy writing. I have one that is Victor's. That's what Victor uses. And Victor has his own little sketchbook over here. But I try really hard to figure out. Every year I've been trying to figure out what really works. I've tried the Erin Condren. I tried the Inkwell Press. I tried a lot of different systems. I've been back and forth with the Hobonichi. And I think one of my biggest problems is I was torn between planning and journaling in the Hobonichi. And I realized that although I love the paper to journal on, it works really well for me for planning, but it does not work well for me for journaling. Not the cousin. Like I could do daily kind of journaling. I might could do some watercolor on the pages and then journal over it, or maybe on occasion uh, draw a little something, but probably not. I'm probably just going to be writing in mine. I consider doing it for different things, but I'm probably going to carry this in my purse. Whereas the weeks will probably sit on my desk, but when I go somewhere, it can go in my purse with. And I'm going to be using my old Hobonichi cover. I don't buy new covers. I don't see any point. I mean, unless I had extra money and one of them really, really, really spoke to me. The A5 cover with the alphabet on it spoke to me, but the money issue, the money thing wasn't really there. So I've been trying to kind of, this is why I took this one out of here. That one goes in there, and then voila, I'll just put that one up on the shelf, put a little label on it, and then boom. I put mine in a box. I don't even keep mine out. Like, the only thing that I keep out, like, on a shelf are the actual art journals. I don't keep the planners or the, like, notebooks that I just write in. I don't keep those out. So, yeah. But one of the other things I wanted to ask, when it comes to art journaling, do I save my planners? I didn't used to, and I probably won't after this year, because I'm probably not going to be adding very much art to my planners anymore. I'm probably going to save them for, like, I think I'll maybe for tax, like the same way you save your stuff for tax purposes. Maybe I'll save them, I don't know, for 5-7 years. And then after that, I don't know. Do I really want to save my planners if it's just a planner? I mean, it has day-to-day activity stuff on it, and I guess they'll have notes on it, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Thank you. That came from TJ Maxx a couple years ago, and to me, it's a fall cup. And I put it away usually after Thanksgiving, at the end of November. After Thanksgiving is over, I wash it really good, and I put it in my curio cabinet where I have my china, and I put seasonal cups inside there. So my Snoopy Halloween one, and then this one will get put up, and then I have some Christmas cups. They'll get put out. The only thing I don't like about this is that it is ceramic, I guess, and it has these little lines in it where it looks like the kind of ceramic. Maybe it was not microwavable because I have put it in the microwave to heat my coffee up. And I sit it on my coffee warmer when I'm writing or, doing stuff, so my coffee doesn't get cold, because I'm a sipper. So I don't, I think I'd like to have quite a few more of those. So maybe after Christmas, when they have the after Christmas sale, I'll see if I can find a few more of the brand of that mug. I saw a couple of other people with it. It is called Color Pumpkin by Max Sarah, but it came from TJ Maxx. So, but as I go through and I figure out like what I'm doing for next year, because I talked about it in a prior video. I think I talked about it live chat. I have the setup. I really do like the Chic Sparrow. I'd like to try a Chic Sparrow folio. I think she has the notebook covers. I know she has at least the Weeks and the Hobonichi cousin, I think. I really, really wish Hobonichi would come out with a B6. If they came out with the B6, it would be perfect. And I know that the Jibun Tacho has got a B6 Slim, but a B6 Slim is not a B6. It's too slim. I like the 5x7 size. I like the little bit rectangular, but it's just a little bit rectangular. I like the kind of more square. I don't like the long, skinny planners like the B6 Slim or the A5 Slim. I want to have a little bit of room to write. I write kind of big. I'm trying to think of what else. There was one other thing I wanted. The B6 Hobo, yes, that would be like the bomb. It would be perfect. Because that gives you just enough room to write, and it still gives you enough room to plan, and it would actually give you a little bit of room if you wanted to journal in your notebook. And as a journalist, you find my live chat very useful. Thanks. I wanted to be a journalist. When I was in high school, I wrote for our high school newspaper and took pictures. That used to be my dream job. I wanted to be behind the camera. I didn't want to be in front of the camera, though. I didn't want to be that kind of journalist. I wanted to be the kind who wrote the stories and took my own pictures. But I think I'm chronicling my life. I'm actually I'm a journalist. I'm just a different kind of journalist than what I originally thought I would be. Chronicling my life lately has become more about chronicling daily stuff too, like the news. I want to add little bits and pieces. And I think it's live. Hey, Linda. I would like to start adding like bits and pieces of the news, not just little bits of the weather or, what happened in my regular life. I want to start adding some of the news stuff. I was thinking about that the day that I voted, and my sticker ended up falling off, and I didn't get to put it in my journal. And I was thinking, So I think with all the stuff that has been going on, like all kinds of different places, I've chronicled some things. Like I chronicled when Prince died, and I chronicled when Aretha Franklin died, when that horrible, horrible bar shooting happened in Florida. I chronicled that. That was so sad. Some of the shootings, that kind of stuff, I put little bits and pieces in my journal, but I've written about it. I haven't drawn about it. It's just, except for Prince, it's sort of so sad, some things to chronicle. So I'll put like a quote, or I'll put a little note in it. I think I drew the Eiffel Tower with the stuff that happened in Paris. I don't know, different things. That's a great idea. Put in a bit about the news if you can figure out what the truth is. Yeah, well, the truth. I'm thinking more like where it would be just the basics, I can put my own ideas, my own opinions, and my thoughts into a journal about it. But I just kind of want some of the ideas and stuff. Yeah, when the news really affects you. Yeah, that's I've started doing that, because before I kept a lot of that out of it. Every time I turned around, the news, and then, like you said, you have to figure out what the truth is. But like right now, I was telling my husband that I feel bombarded by all the Black Friday sales. I'm not going to be shopping on Black Friday. I have bills to pay. We have Christmas presents to buy. We may or may not buy a little bit of stuff, but I worked retail for a long time. I don't go anywhere on Black Friday. I don't go shopping on Black Friday. I would rather, like David and I get our presents for each other usually right after Christmas, for the after Christmas sales, because that we get them a lot less expensive, and we don't have all that, I don't know. The older I get, the less I want to bother with the traffic and the people. And if I can't buy it online, or I can't go to the store before or after Black Friday, I guess I won't get the sale. I just can't stand it being that busy, and I've been a couple of times, and then working retail, people get really nasty, really mean, and I don't like it. Me too. You keep what you refer to as your pop culture news journal, and sometimes even include notes on TV series. Now, I do include some notes on TV series sometimes. Like I have drawn different things. Like we started watching Manifest, and I drew the airplane and talked about the show because we love that show. And actually comes on tonight, and I will be off of here in time to watch it. And then like some of the other new shows. Like I've been thinking about doing the triquetra, the charmed symbol, and journaling about the difference between the two shows, and how I really think I like this new show, but I really thought when they were talking about putting out a new charm that they would do the kids, their kids. That would have been the ideal. But maybe if they did that, then when they would have had to ask the old people, the people who were in the show to begin with, and they're my age, so I guess I can call them old, because some of them are about my age. Some of them were a little bit younger. I thought they really should have done the kids, the next generation. But it is a cute show, but there's quite a bit of differences. And I thought about doing a journal entry about that. And I like doing that kind of stuff. Like I drew The Defenders when that came out. I think I've drawn Jessica Jones. I drew Iron Fist, his Fist journal about new ideas you get from reading favorite Bible stories and passages. Not for everybody, and books, air quality. I journal about all kinds of things. Right now, I have a quote. Free thinkers are those who are willing to use their minds without prejudice and without fearing to understand things that clash with their own customs, privileges, or beliefs. This state of mind is not common, but is essential for right thinking, and that's from Tolstoy. And I love when I can find a really good quote by a writer, by an author I like. And I'm going to put it in my journal, probably actually in my bullet journal, for today's page, or in my Omni journal where I do some stuff for today's page, because I'm writing NaNoWriMo, and I want to do, like, I'm going to draw a little journal or something. And I like that idea. You've been so swallowed up by the Hallmark Christmas movies these past few days. In a way, those are exactly what I need right now. Nice and gentle and peaceful. See, I'm okay with those. You can't stand Black Friday either. You'd rather pay extra. You do shop online, though. Usually try to finish your Christmas shopping by Thanksgiving. Beat the Christmas rush. Yes. I watch Hallmark movies with my mom, and we're going to be at my mom's all day Wednesday. And we're going to go to David's parents' house on Thursday. Now, Thursday, we'll be watching whatever David's dad wants to watch, which will be sports or some kind of show or movie or whatever. But my mom, we will probably have it on the Hallmark channel, because they'll have Christmas movies in the living room. We'll have it on the Hallmark channel. And I watch those with my mom. We don't have the Hallmark channel because we have Antenna TV, Hulu, and Netflix, and Amazon Prime. So I don't get to watch them because I don't have cable unless I'm at my mom's. But I can't stand Black Friday. I was telling my kids back when my kids were young, when I first got divorced, my son was 5, 6 years old. I think my son had, and my daughter was like 2 or 3. And I was working 2 jobs, and they were both retail. And I ended up working both jobs on Black Friday. So I ended up working like a 15-hour day. But and I was like, I don't want to be out in it. I don't want to work in it. I don't want to shop in it. I don't want to leave the house at all on Friday. It's the Hallmark channel, Linda, and I don't have it either because I don't have cable. In Canada, they are on the Women's Network. We don't, Lifetime and Hallmark would be the closest we have to some kind of women's network. I don't know if we have a women's network, to be honest, because like I said, I don't have cable. We watch, I think I could pay for it. I think they have the Hallmark thing on Amazon Prime or one of those that I'm subscribed to or something. But I don't have it because I don't have cable, and I'm not purchasing it. I catch them every now and again when I go to my mom's about every other week. And that's one of the reasons why I'm behind with videos, because my schedule has changed. I'm getting Victor 2 days a week, usually, sometimes not, but most of the time. And then I go to my mom's every other week. So I don't have as much time as I used to, which is why there hasn't been a newsletter. And so I have to kind of pick and choose what's the most important to me. And I like the journaling videos sometimes. I could do more if I time lapse them. And And I like the coffee chats, and I did the update with the writing, and I like to do impromptu videos sometimes especially when somebody specifically requests something. I try to make it happen when someone specifically requests something, because it gives me an idea and I go, oh, okay, I can do that. And then I can plan it ahead of time and kind of get it done in spurts and then put it up. But yeah, I try really hard not to get too involved in a lot of the TV shows. I do journal while I watch TV with David, and we spend some time together watching some TV shows or watching a movie, and I'll usually get my journal out, and sometimes I'll journal and then sometimes I won't. It depends on the show. So, but I'm excited about next year. I'm excited about next month. I'm going to start putting some Christmas decorations up. I'm going to be cleaning. My daughter's going to be getting this big desk. We're moving it out of here, and I'm moving that small desk back over here so I can move things around some. And we are going to start hunting at thrift stores and garage sales and places like the Rehabitat and stuff like that, so I can find some real wooden bookcases or real wooden shelving units. I could go to IKEA like a lot of people have done, but I looked at the stuff and it doesn't look like to me that the bulk of IKEA's stuff, like the Calyx and whatever, doesn't look like they're real wood. And everything I have in here, except that, like the red bookcase that those typewriters are sitting on back there, and the other one that we don't have, they're press wood. And I don't want any more press wood. I have a real wood bookcase right here. I have real wood bookcases in my hall. I have bookcases in almost every room, y'all. Some kind of bookcase. Even if it's just a nightstand with a little inside cubby shelf that I can put books in, I have books everywhere. I need probably 2 more. I need to just get a little cave or a cabin or something and move my stuff out. But we have a small house. It's like right at 1,100 square foot. And I need to go vertical. So we're going to clean out the closet. We're going to take the Rubbermaid shelving unit that I have in my closet over there, move it to our shed. And so my husband can use it for storage in our shed. And then we're going to take those red bookcases apart, which are pressed wood and are already painted red. And for now, we're going to buy the little elbow things, and we're going to put the shelves up in the closet so I can use it for storage stuff that I don't use every day, stuff that needs to be stored, but I can see it. It will be on shelves. Because after watching the Clutterbug lady, I realize I am one of those people. I need to see what I have. If I don't see it, I don't know about it, or I forget about it, or whatever, and then I'm not going to be using it. So I'm pretty excited because we're going to put those shelving units in the closet, clean out the closet. I'll have more storage, and we're going to put the bookcases back there. So my visual interest, if I can figure out a way, once I can adjust this, when the webcam is there, it will look so much better right there. And I'm going to figure out where to hang like my draw everyday thing. And then I've got this other thing that I got that is like a huge poster Calendex. So I'm excited to use it. So I can put some stuff up on the wall to help. Okay, let me see what I missed. You like watching Hallmark movies? Too? No Hallmark in Canada. Oh, thanks, Kat. I'm excited about the changes in the room. We are as soon as the holidays, the Thanksgiving thing is over, I'm going to work on next week cleaning out that desk, get it cleaned out completely, and I'm excited to clean that desk out. But see, my desks are real wood. My craft table is real wood. It's actually iron legs. It folds up. It's one of those old party kind of tables or whatever. It's actually like a workbench or something. It's really thick, really heavy wood. It takes a few people to move this. Okay, let's see. IKEA has great ideas, but lousy execution. A few of their pieces, usually the rougher ones, are wood. Otherwise, cardboard or contact paper. No, see, no. You can only watch Hallmark if you have cable or satellite. You have a bookcase in every room except the bathroom. Oh, if I had room in my bathroom for a bookshelf in there, I actually have a little magazine rack that if I had room in my bathroom to put it in there, I would put it in there in a magazine rack. You love that your clutter is so artistic, not drab. Yeah, you see the mess that's down there? I've been sorting through, got a box over there under there. You can see the lip of the box right there. I have been sorting through things little by little because there's no way I could clean all of this up at one time. It's a real, what you see, and I'm not kidding you here. There you go. There you go. There's my knapsack. Here's the IKEA book that's been giving me ideas. I do like their books for ideas, and I do like their some of their little knick-knacky stuff. Like just some of the little stuff. I like that, but not the furniture. But the furniture stuff does give me ideas. So I like that. But yeah, this is what it looks like. What you don't see is that in the chair over there, I have this, which is my travel, because I was going through it because I'm going to my mom's and I'm going to my in-laws. I'm going to my mom's on Wednesday, then we're coming back, and then Thursday morning we're going to my in-laws for the day because it also happens to be their birthday. They have the same birthday but 3 years apart. So I'm kind of figuring out, do I want to like just throw my journal in here and just take some of the stuff out, put a few things in there so I can throw it in my purse. And I've got everything in this one We Hit Lab book, a bag thing. You know, I think that might be what I do so I can fit my watercolor in there and my little B6 journal. I don't know. I'm debating. Okay, let's see. I think they might have an app you can pay a month for. They might. I know that they have Hallmark somewhere I saw. Good evening, random fishing channel dropping by various live streams to leave likes. How are you guys tonight? And why aren't there more thumbs up on the stream? I don't, excuse me. I don't know, Stanley. I appreciate it though. Thanks. You just haven't gotten to the like yet. Thanks. Your room is the same. When you can clean, you move junk from one room to another. That's what we haven't been doing. What happened when I first was rearranging all of this stuff? I used to go fishing with my dad all the time. And I have ADHD, and if I don't continue, I'm going to get completely distracted. When I first moved from the purple room into here, I shoved a bunch of stuff in stuff. And then when I finally got, like, I got some stuff, I rearranged some stuff. Every time David got comfortable, I was like, baby, can we rearrange things again? And then he got kind of like, are we done? And then the last time, not the time before last, I rearranged it all by myself, and he got mad at me. He was like, you cannot do that. So this time around, I started getting itchy. I'm like, this is not working. I'm feeling crowded. It's not working. He said, before we do anything, I think you should start cleaning bins, rearranging, get rid of some of the stuff you don't use. Do that first. Clean out the closet, clean underneath the table, rearrange, and things like that. Start throwing out some things, clean out the desks. Do that first, and then we will start hunting. After Thanksgiving, we will start hunting, because this is going to be part of my Christmas present, because we're going to paint the bookcases red and everything. And he said that way, before we go moving any furniture, because my daughter does want this big bookcase, this big desk. And her house is actually a lot bigger than ours. She's got 4 bedrooms. We have 3 bedrooms, and they have this big den thing. So she has room for this really big desk. And they do match. They're just opposite, sort of. I left those drawers are red, and I left a little bit of wood trim, whereas these drawers are brown, and the top is red, and the handles are red. So I kind of did them matchy, but not matchy. But she'll repaint them. She likes red. Red is also one of her favorite colors, red and black. But I'm sure she'll repaint it. But before I go rearranging. So then he said, okay, well, before we even touch your room, we've got to do something with the guest room, with Victor's / Kayla's room. That's David's daughter. She's in college. So we have completely redid the purple room. Like we haven't done anything with the furniture yet, but we cleaned up. I got rid of 2.5 bags of clothes from out of there. I completely redid the closet. I've got to do the floor in the closet and the top part of the closet now. But I took every single bit of clothes out of the closet because that's where my clothes are. And yeah, so that's what we're working on. We cleaned up the living room. We are about to, we're doing things little by little. Like we're only focusing on 1 to 2 rooms at a time. And the one room, it's the little stuff, like just cleaning up and organizing and throwing away stuff that we don't use or don't need. And the other room, we're actually tackling the bigger jobs. And before we get to this room, we want to get some of the other parts of the house done because we've spent a lot of time and effort in this room. Okay, so let's see. What did I mean? Oh, USA, what are y'all making for Thanksgiving? Thanks, Ambi. Emojis, yes. You're fixing to start dusting the living room and dining room and vacuum living room. Tomorrow you'll mop. Yeah, we're going to the grocery store tomorrow. We were going to go today, but David got sidetracked with working on the car. So yeah, that got postponed till in the morning. So I'm actually going to film some vlog stuff for my patrons because today is Thank Your Patrons Day. So thank you to all my patrons. Little by little is a great rate. And you know what? The little by little helps you not be so overwhelmed. And if you concentrate on that, then you're more able to get rid of stuff you really don't need as you tackle bit by bit by bit. If you're like me, because if I start looking at it from the, oh my God, I have all of this to do, instead of kind of just focusing on the one room, it doesn't feel so overwhelming. If my anxiety kicks in, I'm going to get overwhelmed and then I'm not even going to know where to start. So that's why I've been tackling it. That's why this is a mess, because I started pulling some stuff out and I'm like, oh, I need to rearrange the shelves. So I have books. My next thing is to clean out some of what I have in this entertainment center over here that we put a shelf in. We used to have a big square for a TV. I put a shelf in it and now I have books in it. So I'm about to rearrange because I have a little basket thing in there that has some stuff in it. I'm going to take the basket out and I'm actually going to put some books inside there because I need space for the books, and that basket can go under the table or under a bed. It's storage. It has journals in it. Yeah, Thanksgiving, they already had their Canadian Thanksgiving. You get overwhelmed and you just quit. I do too. You'll be making mac and cheese, sausage balls, spinach and artichoke dip, pumpkin pie, and apple dump cake. We're making ham and ham rice. My mom is making the turkey and the dressing. We are making deviled eggs. I'm making green bean casserole for both houses, for my in-laws and my mom's. We are making deviled eggs for both houses. David's mom is doing the turkey and the dressing. We are going to be making candied yams for my mom, and then we're going to be helping my mother-in-law make the sweet potato souffle. My mom doesn't like souffle. My mom likes candied yams. I don't care. I love sweet potatoes. I'm going to be making a birthday cake for Thanksgiving at my in-laws because that's their birthday. And then I'm going to be making a cobbler. I haven't decided on apple or peach. And then I'm also going to be making, to gift wrap, 2 sugar-free banana nut breads, each for my mom and my mother-in-law. So you just got a storage unit a few months ago. We live in such a small house. You have full-grown adults. Yeah. Our house is one of those little brick starter homes, and it's fine because it's just me and David. My son doesn't live here anymore. He lives with my mom. He helps her because she can't drive anymore, and he works. And he's like an assistant manager of a GameStop out there. But with it just being me and David, his daughter comes and visits sometimes, and Victor comes and visits and sleeps over every now and again. So this is my room, and then we have the other room. The purple room is the guest room, and then we have our bedroom, and we have like a bath and a half. So it's like right around 1,100 square foot. And but before I lived here, I lived in an apartment, and my bedroom was bigger than our living room right now. So my bedroom furniture was like big. And our bedroom is rather small. So I've had to get accustomed to how to store things in a small house. When you are challenged, you have to go vertical. And you want lighter walls when you live in a small place, because darker walls will make it look smaller. Like that purple room looks a lot smaller than this room, but it's only a little bit smaller. But it's because of the dark wall. I'm eventually going to make my own bed frame for the bed in there. Or I'm going to paint, because I have bunk beds that are going to be for that room. We just are waiting to get some other stuff done before I buy the mattresses and for it. Eventually I'm going to set those up, and I'm going to paint them. I'm going to paint all the furniture white. I'm going to repaint the walls in there. I haven't decided, because it's going to end up being more Victor's room than anybody else's room. Did you ever get your shed? No, I'm not moving it from my parents. I talked to my mom, and David and I talked, and we're afraid. It is a 12 by 30 metal building, and it already has sheetrock in it, and it's already got the part cut out in the wall for a window unit and stuff like that. If I move it, we're afraid, because it's so big. I mean, it's 12 by 30 feet long. It's 12 feet by 30 feet. With it being so big, it's going to cost quite a bit to move it. And it's already got the wiring. The electricity is run underground. We dug a trench to do the electricity. So what I'm going to do is, it's going to be our studio apartment for when we're going to clean it up. I got to get my brother to get his stuff out of it. And we're going to clean it up. We're going to move some of our extra stuff in there, like a bed and stuff like that, so we can sleep over. We'll get a little mini fridge, an extra little microwave, and then that way we've got a little studio apartment. It'll have everything in it but a bathroom, and eventually we'll get like a little corner shower and a little toilet and a sink, and we'll wall that off for it. And then it'll be like just a studio apartment, and either me and David can stay in it when we go visit, or eventually my son can live in it if my brother ends up married and, ends up in my mom's house. Just depends. But that way it's sort of an extra, it's like a mother-in-law suite kind of. Once we get done with it, that's what it'll be. For now, though, once we can get it cleaned up real good and get the stuff in it, we've got to replace the door on it. That'll be cool, though. And then Dave and I were talking, we want to get heating and air fixed in our house first, and get my car fixed, and get my dad's truck fixed. And then once we get those things done, I'm going to get a building for here, and we'll do the work to it. And we'll put I'm going to get one of those little cabins to go back in the backyard for me for here. Because in the long run, it would probably cost $1,000 to $2,000 to move it. And I have $7,000 in it already. And if I pay $1,000 to $2,000 to move it here, and it busted up, it breaks, all my money's just gone. Blueprint is a deeper blue. I don't know what blueprint is. Okay, you're going to paint your bedroom 2 walls blueprint. It's in the 2019 Bear color of the year. And then a neutral for the other 2. Oh, okay, cool. We're going to paint our bedroom wall is the only wall in the house that's not painted. And we have been debating. The only reason we haven't is because we keep changing our mind about the color. David's favorite color is midnight blue. And I can't paint the wall midnight blue because that room is way too small. Way too small. So I think what we're talking about doing is doing a really pale silver gray kind of color. We have one of those really nice dark midnight blue comforters. One side it's down, and one side has got the soft comforter feel, and then on the other side it feels like a furry blanket. And it's really nice and really heavy. We don't use it in the summertime because it's too heavy. We bring it out when it gets cooler weather. And I have a really thin black one side and gray on the other down comforter for the summertime because it's lightweight and it's cool. Your bedrooms are so small. Yeah, ours is tiny too. Dark blue is okay. Use a paint with a slightly shiny surface. Oh, we're doing semi-gloss. We won't put any more flat paint on any other wall in this house. No more flat paint whatsoever at all. Our living room is done in flat paint, and I hate it. I hate flat paint. So we're thinking about a super pale silvery gray with just a hint of a lavender undertone. So it'll be cool because it is such a small room. Um, we want more of a cool undertone. So and that's what we're thinking. Yeah, it does look chalky and it's hard to wipe off. It doesn't clean. Semi-gloss and satin. I like satin too. This room I think is satin. Um, I'm pretty sure this room it's satin paint. Um, so that's what we're doing. My Christmas is going to be getting some furniture and getting work done in here. Something that we can do with a lavender undertone. Yeah, I like. We got a silver gray with a blue undertone, and we redid his mom and dad's bathroom, their main bathroom for them. That was Mother's Day present, and it looked pretty. And it looks so much better than the old paint that was in there. But uh, it's too blue. It's too much of a baby blue. My husband does not like baby blue at all. Um, so yeah. This is actually a really pale turquoise. Um, it's not teal. It's depending on the lighting. It sometimes it looks like it has more of a green undertone, and sometimes it looks more of a blue undertone. Like I can look at this wall right here, and it looks more green, and that wall right there looks more blue. So it's the same color. But I like it because it goes really well with the red, and this color is a calming color. It is a very calming, cool kind of color, and it goes really well with the red. And our next other goal is to get rid of all the shag carpet. We have flooring. We have new carpet in the living room. It's not shag. It's Burberry or whatever. Can't remember what kind of carpet that is. And then we just redid the flooring in the kitchen, and we did the flooring in our small bathroom. So we need to redo the flooring in the dining room and the hallway, and then we want to get rid of all this carpet. So I think we're going to put pergo down. So there are a lot of things we want to do to the house. So I would rather, but we're not going to put flooring down in here until I'm out of here, because I've got ink stains on the carpet in here. I mean, the carpet's super old. It's shag carpet. And I can steam clean it all I want to, but it's still super old. But I might as well leave it in here until I move out of here, and then we'll put flooring in here, because I don't want to be held liable for messing up our brand new floor. If I do get a shed, I've got some linoleum already ready for my shed, so not a big deal. It is all about the lighting. Yes. So I have been on here for an hour and 10 minutes, y'all. Can't believe it has been an hour and 10 minutes. I am going to go because I'm getting hungry. It's time for dinner. And I'm going to start dinner. Thank goodness it goes in a pan. And thank you. But we're It was a fast hour. It was a fast hour. Before I go, though, because I don't like to just end, and I know there's a little bit of a lag. So before I go, are there any questions? Dinner time. It is dinner time. It's like 7 o'clock here, and my show's to come on an hour, so I've got to hurry up. It won't take me long to do dinner. The longest part of my dinner tonight is going to be peeling and cutting potatoes. But normally dinner time around here is like 7:30 because my husband works from 7 to 7, either 7 to 7 at night or 7 to 7 daytime. So it's usually dinner is about 6 or 7:30. So we're running okay. What show? Oh, we watch Manifest on Monday nights, and we watch 911. Those are our two shows. I love those two shows. I like the storyline in 911. And one of my husband's sisters is a 911 operator. So it's really interesting. I feel for her. Oh, I feel for her. I would not want that job. So, if y'all would like, I can do a time lapse, and then a chat with my setup of the stuff for next year. I don't know if I'm going to decorate them or not. Like last year, I decorated them with washi tape, and I gave each one a theme. I don't think I'm going to do that this year. But I am going to like do something. I think I'm going to do some goals or something. If you would like to see that, if you don't mind it being a little time lapse, because when I do that stuff, that usually if I don't time lapse them, they're like 2.5, 3 hour videos. So if I time lapse it, I can give you like a 30-minute, 40-minute video and do like a chat over it. And for those of you who can't watch it, you can listen to the chat. And for those of you who want to watch it, you can yay or nay, silence it, mute it, whatever. If you don't, it gives you the option. I know a lot of people listen to my coffee chats and as like a podcast. So I try not to like do a lot of image stuff too much in my coffee chats, but it gives you the option if you'd want it. And if you want more stuff, I am on Patreon. And I'm trying really hard not to let YouTube be too much of a backseat. You'd watch for 2 or 3 hours. I will, after the holidays over, after Thanksgiving is over, my husband has to go back to work Friday. I think he goes nights. I don't want to do a nighttime coffee chat because then the trolls are really bad. But I might be able to do a coffee chat like Saturday, and I could do it for a couple of hours because he'd be sleeping. And I could just pull the door to you. So I could actually do a coffee chat or a chat or something. I have OBS now will work, and I have this webcam. The view is kind of wonky because it is a limited view, but I can rearrange a few things, and I could actually do OBS if I can get everything to work right with it. And then I could do a video in video if y'all wanted. And we can do some journaling and some chatting. Yeah. Well, he's awake right now. If I tell him I'm doing a live video, he'll be okay. He'll say, okay, baby, and every now and again, unless it's something important, he won't bother me if he knows I'm working, except to remind me, hey, you need to eat. So, I know the newsletter is behind, and I know my videos are behind, but I've been trying really hard to at least do 1 to 2 videos every week. It's just right now, y'all, with with probate court and Victor, I'm swamped. I'm behind with Patreon videos right now. I mean, y'all aren't the only ones, I promise. You're the only person that I follow on YouTube that keeps up with these videos after starting Patreon. It's hard. It's hard. If I were to count, I do videos on Patreon Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and then an extra day because I have the tiers. And then so that's 4 videos, and then if you add YouTube's videos, that would be 3 videos a week. That's 7 videos. And now I have a second channel. That's 1 video. That's 8 videos a week if I were to actually stay on my schedule. So I know that's a lot. That's way too much. So I've got to kind of cut some things down. So I'm trying to figure out which would be better, like one or two writing videos on Wednesdays a month, one the middle of the month, one the like end or beginning of the month, maybe a Monday or Tuesday coffee chat, and then a Friday or Saturday journal video. That's where I'm headed. That's the direction I'm headed in. When I first started YouTube, because I wasn't doing anything else at all except blog posts. Allie's a professional photographer. And I believe she's somebody editing her videos now. But Allie was doing the bomb videos before, and she's a professional photographer. And if I had Allie's editing skills, I could do a lot better too. Allie's the bomb when it comes to videos. She really does a great job. Courtney does a really good job too. But when I first started YouTube, I didn't even know how to edit a video. I have learned everything on my own, kind of trial and error, trial and tribulation. And I still am learning how to edit videos. And I don't have all the equipment. So that's one of the other reasons. And until recently, I didn't have a fast enough internet to actually do OBS without it being buffered. So I'm trying really hard. Most people are that are on Patreon. A lot of people, they do like a video a week. Allie does usually about 1 video a week on YouTube. That's what she was doing before she got on Patreon. She homeschools her kids. She's part of her husband's their church ministry stuff. She has a lot going on. I don't know how she does it all. I don't know how a lot of us do it. But if I can get better at editing videos and better at filming videos from that kind of perspective of somebody who knows what they're doing, like, so I don't have to edit as much out of videos, because I am horrible at so I say a lot of that, and you have no idea how much I edit that out. And I still leave some of the ums, because that doesn't bother me, but when I pause, like a really big pause, and I say, so it's a stop to go, okay, I'm thinking. You don't even edit your videos. But I think it gets better. I've been getting a lot better at it since I switched to Adobe Premiere Elements. It's more user-friendly, and I'm getting a lot better at it. And now we have faster internet. And now if I could just get a external hard drive and put a bunch of my stuff that's on my desktop to the external hard drive, my computer would be faster, because it's a really fast computer, and that would work better. You've never done a process video. Yeah, they're not easy. Well, thanks all of you. Thanks all of you. Now that I've run my mouth for 10 minutes about all of this, I salute anybody who is doing multiple things like this. A lot of us that are on YouTube that don't have really big followings, if you're like me and you have about the same amount of subscribers that I have, if you only do 1 video a week and you do AdSense, you're probably going to get money about once every 3 or 4 months, about $120. So definitely not doing it for the money. I do it because I love everybody, and because I love sharing and I love helping, and that's just who I am. I like inspiring and motivating other people to be creative. And I like talking about all this. I feel like it's part of I love the community. So a lot of it, I mean, I'm doing it for y'all as much as, I'm doing it for me as much as I'm doing it for y'all. So, thanks for everything, y'all. If you want a specific video about something that I can do, please leave it in the comments, and y'all let me know, and I will try to make it happen. And y'all have a great one, and I will see y'all again soon. Bye.